Thank you for being with me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields, and thank you for taking the time to subscribe to this weather community as we continue to watch it grow together. All right, I want to get to some new earthquakes, this uptick, this kind of spike in earthquake activity. We've been seeing that. Fortunately, nothing too substantial as far as earthquakes go, but this is a new one, and this one happened right around midnight, just after midnight, near Venezuela, Trinidad and Tobago, and Grenada. 4.5 in magnitude, so not super substantial. Once you get over 5, then we're talking about some substantial shaking, but you also watch the depth of these, right? This one near Grenada, Venezuela, Trinidad and Tobago, about 60 miles down or 96 kilometers underground. So for the most part, I think almost everyone slept through this one, but this is a new earthquake in the southeastern Caribbean. Know that I'm monitoring to see if this is kind of a series of earthquakes. Sometimes you get earthquake clusters, not necessarily big ones, but you could get a few earthquakes in a given period of time, either a few days or a couple weeks. So I'm watching that for us in the southeastern Caribbean. Then we did have this new earthquake of 4.0 in magnitude and pretty shallow, not too far down. This is in the same spot where we had that bigger earthquake last weekend, over a week ago now. So kind of watching some activity, either aftershock activity or just some new earthquakes in this area, splitting the Cayman Islands and Honduras. And then as we work our way back through Central America, several new earthquakes. This has been a spot that has been very active, and we're just picking a couple new ones. 4.9 in magnitude near Guatemala, 4.5 in magnitude near El Salvador and Nicaragua, but there's been several new ones just over the last 24 to 36 hours in parts of Central America, most less than 5 in magnitude. But this is a spot we've seen a little additional shaking. Again, thousands upon thousands of earthquakes each day on Earth. There's so many out there, but we have definitely seen a little uptick in some of the activity in parts of Central America, and now that new quake near Trinidad and Tobago in the southeastern Caribbean. So watching that as well. All right, switching from the ground, if you will, to the atmosphere. What's going on? A surge of moisture. Guatemala and Belize seeing some scattered showers that have been nearby. Bigger picture, we're going to see a few systems across the United States. However, they have been trending more and more to the south. So I'm going to keep an eye on the Gulf as we go forward into, say, later in the week. We're in by the upcoming weekend, and then back toward the Bahamas, where we're going to see a surge of some moisture around, a better chance of some rain. So let's start wide, and then I'll zoom down, and I want to cover the temperatures as well. So one front today that will pull by Bermuda with a chance of some rain, and then quickly behind it, that surge of moisture from the Pacific, and then sliding in from the west coast of the United States. Let me show you this next system, and there are a couple to watch as we go through the week ahead. So this is by tomorrow. You see coming out of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and then stretching a little more to the south. This system has been trending more to the south. Now in the meantime, we're going to have that strong easterly flow across the Caribbean. All right, let's flip over day by day into Wednesday, and you see again this system here is looking like it would be a little bit more to the north a few days ago, but the trends in that, how the atmosphere is shaking out, this is dipping down toward parts of the southeast United States, Florida, and then swinging back toward Mexico. And then you see it here by the time we get into Thursday, once again passing by Bermuda and just clipping by the Bahamas. I'll show you a little change in direction in the winds in just a second. But as this system moves off near the Atlantic region of Canada and New England and pushes away, now we get a surge of moisture here. Look at that rain that may be building by the time we get into the weekend. So I want to see how far south some of this is. This could at least clip us by in the northern Caribbean. But most of the longer term projections as we get into this upcoming weekend are showing a slug of moisture. Look at this rain just kind of building, may clip us by in parts of the Bahamas. This here would be by Sunday, but these systems a little bit more down to the south. So we're going to see how they influence our weather in the Caribbean as we move forward. So a lot of track, a couple systems to track, and a new one moving in to parts of Canada on the west coast of the United States. This here would be a week from now by Monday, and you see that rain building near the United States, east coast of the U.S., all the way down through the Bahamas, and may clip us even by in Cuba, and maybe the tail end of the front gets near Jamaica by the time we work our way into next week. Short term, we've had the fast-moving showers. Here we are in Jamaica, Haiti, the ABC Islands right through here, Trinidad and Tobago. Here's some of that rain that's kind of pulling in Guadeloupe, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis. We may get some of those showers. Spotty showers, I showed you that flow earlier, coming in off of the Pacific with those scattered showers in parts of Central America. This is by tomorrow. By tomorrow again, St. Lucia, Barbados, rain chance not super high, but some of our islands, we're going to see these showers at times working in. Honduras, Nicaragua, watching over toward Roatan, Providencia, San Andres, and the Corn Islands for that chance of rain. And then by Wednesday, still a chance of spotty showers here and there. Guyana, Suriname, watching that, and then swinging back towards Central America. Here's that front, that first one. You see it right here, starting to clip by Florida. This would be by later on Wednesday, and then we'll see another system get even closer by the time we work our way into the upcoming weekend. Now, of course, staying warm across the Caribbean with that strong easterly flow. Here's some of that Arctic air diving down into parts of the United States, right in through there. Now, as this first system this week slides across, it allows some of that cold air to even squeak in all the way down to parts of Mexico. You see some of this Arctic air right in through here. This would be by Wednesday morning, but overall, of course, through the Caribbean, generally staying on the warm side. It's really hard to get a front working its way in this time of year as we get later and later into February, and then pulling forward as we work our way into the upcoming weekend. We'll be watching that next system that will be building that moisture right through the Gulf of Mexico to see if any of this cooler weather just kind of clips by parts of the northern Caribbean. Now, looking at these winds, they stay relatively strong, racing through the Caribbean, winds 35 miles per hour, 56 kilometers an hour. So we still have those gusty winds. That's bringing us some of the showers. But with that little front sliding by the Bahamas, winds are out of the north, especially this morning over toward parts of Cuba. It is a little bit cooler. Then as we go throughout the week, we get that next system. This here is by Wednesday. And look at those winds picking up here on the backside of this, coming down out of the north. I showed you that system building back toward Texas, sliding some of those winds out of the north all the way down through Mexico. This would be by the time we get into Wednesday with this one system moving across, but the winds overall stay gusty as we work our way back into parts of the Caribbean. Now, on the northern side of this, scattered snow showers. Thank you for the updates in the Atlantic region of Canada. Yesterday, I was watching your comments as we work our way into tomorrow, watching this next system building. You see it here. There's some of that rain right in there, a little bit of snow over toward parts of Virginia. This would be by the time we get into Wednesday afternoon. Since these are a little bit more to the south, not all of the energy gets up to the north, just kind of clipping by over toward parts of Cape Cod and then Cape Breton. This would be by the time we get into Friday morning, and you see some of the snow potentially by Friday morning as we get over toward the Avalon Peninsula, and then watching that next system developing. So seas stay very choppy. Here's meters. Here's feet on the right-hand side of your screen. This here is by tomorrow. Relaxing some in the Gulf, still a bit choppy in the Caribbean, but let's jump ahead into Thursday. Thursday, we'll see that next system rolling across. So once again, Atlantic waters, Caribbean Gulf, Bay of Campeche in particular, everything is going to be building once again. It's a little bit difficult in the water as we go forward. The seas are not relaxing a whole lot. We get these storm systems, these fronts moving by. So some spotty showers possible watching the Bahamas, but these amounts would be around maybe a quarter of an inch or tenth of an inch of rain. We may get a couple showers popping up in Jamaica. I'll be watching us throughout the day. Dominican Republic, not a ton. And this here is just that spotty stuff popping up, but the rain totals would be less than an inch, less than 25 millimeters of rain. But Dominica, Martinique, even St. Lucia, we could get a couple of those passing showers. Watching St. Vincent the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, still seeing that elevated chance of rain where we could get some spots of 50 millimeters of rain or 2 inches of rain, and then scattered about Panama north back through Guatemala. Guatemala, our rain chance has gone up. Could see a few scattered showers as we work our way over toward Belize and even Mexico City, but north of Mexico City, not nearly as much. So rain chance today about 30% for us in Jamaica. We're looking at about a 40% chance tomorrow. It would be a passing variety if we do get a shower. 20 to 30% chance across the Cayman Islands. 20 to 30% chance in Trinidad and Tobago. A little bit more to the north, a little bit more down to the south. Barbados, isolated, 30% chance. 30 to even 40% chance as we work our way through St. Lucia. isolated showers the next couple days in Grenada, and monitoring that new earthquake that we had overnight to see if we do get any more popping up. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, rain chance 30%, holding at about a 40% chance in Martinique, and it's even a little higher. Dominica, rain chance about 50%. So no, it's not a washout, but scattered showers possible the next couple days. We do that again in Guadeloupe with that 40 to 50% chance. 30% chance the next couple days, Antigua, Barbuda. By Wednesday, we'll have about a 40% chance. 30 to 40% chance, St. Kitts, Nevis, and Montserrat. We had showers nearby overnight. I was watching those. Anguilla, St. Bart's, rain chance 30%, 30% chance St. Martin, Saba, and Statia. In isolated showers, not a lot, but a few isolated ones possible. Puerto Rico, U.S., and British Virgin Islands. Rain chance stays generally low, but a couple showers could pass by in parts of the Bahamas. With that said, we're watching this upcoming weekend for that better chance of some rain, at least in the northern sections of the Bahamas. Turks and Caicos, isolated shower. Down a little bit in the Dominican Republic, about a 30% chance, and mainly dry in Haiti. 40 to 50% chance the next couple of days in Belize. About a 30% chance Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire. We could get a couple of those passing showers. There's that 50, even 60% chance, though, in Guyana. In the next couple of days in Suriname, about a 50 to 60% chance of getting some rain. Very small rain chance across Cuba. 40 to 50% chance Costa Rica, Panama. 40 to 50% chance in Nicaragua, and about a 40% chance the next couple of days of getting some scattered showers in Honduras. Guatemala, see how it's higher. El Salvador, same thing, 40 to 50% chance, 30 to even 40% chance in Mexico City. Isolated showers possible. Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, 10, maybe 20% chance back through northern Colombia, 20 to 30% chance in northern Venezuela. And today, that front passing by Bermuda with that better chance of rain than mainly dry for tomorrow. So we're tracking those new earthquakes around, including that one near Grenada, Trinidad, and Venezuela. A front just skimming by the northern Caribbean. I show you that little change in direction, some of the winds this morning where it's a bit cooler, but two more storm systems building as we go throughout the week, and the rain chance higher this weekend, at least in our northern zone. So lots to track. So thank you for being part of this weather community. Have a good day ahead.